Top 100 Scary SCPs.
Item number SCP-1782. Object Class Euclid. Special Containment Procedures. The entrance and a perimeter of SCP-1782 are to be monitored at all times. Although SCP-1782 has not yet proven itself to be outwardly hostile, the door to the room should be guarded by at least 2 armed personnel at all times. The area is only to be explored by unmanned drones, which have been requisitioned since the events of date redacted. SCP-1782 is a room measuring 42 or 45 square meters in an abandoned apartment complex located in Kiev, Ukraine. Imprints over the archway entering the room read Genitive Atos and D1980. SCP-1782's interior changes in appearance every 3 days at 03:12 am. The change is instantaneous. SCP-1782 is usually furnished with typical household objects, although SCP-1782 and the objects themselves, when present, are aged significantly with signs of heavy use. The floor plan of the room varies, certain instances having a kitchen, bedroom, and living room, or simply being a large, empty space. SCP-1782 occasionally manifests what appear to be sapient entities and fauna. Objects appearing before the change vanish regardless of their proximity to SCP-1782 at exactly 03:12 am. Further examples can be found in the area records for this object. SCP-1782 is usually furnished with typical household objects, although SCP-1782 and the objects themselves, when present, are aged significantly with signs of heavy use. The floor plan of the room varies, certain instances having a kitchen, bedroom, and living room, or simply being a large, empty space. SCP-1782 occasionally manifests what appear to be sapient entities and fauna. Objects appearing before the change vanish regardless of their proximity to SCP-1782 at exactly 03:12 am. Further examples can be found in the area records for this object. Area Record 1782. Date. Redacted. Event. Room materializes empty. The sound of metal scraping against metal can be heard. A disembodied female voice can be heard repeating the phrase "shakes me, makes me lighter" until 03:12 am. Area Record 1782. Date. Redacted. Event. Room materializes empty. Sound does not travel through the interior, although upon further inspection a small area in the left wall of the floor plan emits a faint metallic grating noise. Area Record 1782. Date. Redacted. Event. An elderly human feeding itself to a group of couple. Did not express pain, appeared ambivalent. Excerpt from Interview 1782-831. Area Record 1782. Date. Redacted. Event. Room appears with 2 partitions, including a bathroom housing only a toilet and a small rectangular entrance accessible through a small hole in the wall. The room is tinted a dull green, with what appears to be caked blood and feces on certain sections of the walls. A man in an orange jumpsuit materializes instantly outside of the door to SCP-1782 with a television camera on his shoulder. Attempts to communicate with the entity are successful, although unorthodox. The entity asks that Dr. Sanders produce a small television set and stay outside of the cell so that he could record the girl in the wall in the bottom of the floor. Those in charge of testing obliged. The following is a transcript of the recording. Event. An elderly human feeding itself to a group of couple. D. Transcript 1782-904. A Nazi car with some obstacle clearing capability was requisitioned and mounted with a GPS and video camera to inspect the hull of the 09/04 SCP-1782. The device successfully entered the hull and a live feed confirmed the object recorded by the previous entity. Video feed of the object reveals limbs and head of the object moving slowly up and down. Footage went on steadily past 03:12 am, revealing that the object does not disappear during SCP-1782 cycles, although the entrance to its location is no longer present. GPS positioning reveals the location of the entity to be in the same location as Dr. Sanders, although testing reveals this to be false. Later GPS readings suggest that the device is located at any mature female within 5 meters of SCP-1782 on any given day. The entity located outside of the door prior to exploration could not be located. The area was deemed safe under such debris, and Ortica were dispatched 1 hour before SCP-1782's reset time of 3:12 am to receive a DNA sample from the object in the toilet. Excerpt from DNA Recovery 1782-904-2. SCP-1782 does not appear to have a detrimental effect on subjects entering. Testing subjects in all cases returned from the interior of the room with a fear of holes. Exact reasons for this are unknown.
Alright, hand me the scalpel now.
Breen leans over the toilet and, appearing startled, falls backwards.
Breen leans over the toilet and, appearing startled, falls backwards.
Thought I saw the damn thing move.
Breen rights himself and leans back over the bowl to receive the sample. Breen immediately stands straight up, closes his eyes, and faces Ortica for 5 seconds.
I'll do it.
Researcher Ortic asks Breen to leave the bathroom and leans over the toilet to retrieve the sample. Researcher Ortic exits the bathroom at a brisk pace without the sample.
Yeah, it's moving. Right. Yeah. Okay.
It looked at me.
Alright. Let's just put the whole thing in the bag real quick.
Researchers enter the bathroom again, Breen holding the sample bag and Ortica using tongs to place the object inside. Researcher Ortica disappears. The sound of water splashing is heard in the toilet. Breen sprints toward the door to SCP-1782 and exits the room. That's gross. I'd need a double dose of anesthetics after that one. Comment toilet below if you made it this far. Subscribe. Ring the bell. Like, comment, all that stuff means more than you can imagine. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.